Lee, talk to me about this network behind Joe Biden. Unpack this as best you can for us. You wrote a book, The Plot Against the President, and so many of those actors are part of that network. Talk about it.
Well, I mean, Jesse, it started, this isn't that recent, but it started occurring to me over the last couple of years. I mean, after Plot Against the President, we were all talking about Hillary Clinton funded the dossier. It was about the Hillary Clinton campaign, and Hillary Clinton's hands were all over it. And they were. Hillary Clinton should be held responsible for it. But one of the things that we've overlooked on this count is that Barack Obama at the time was president of the United States. And these were Barack Obama's spy chiefs, James Comey, John Brennan, James Clapper, and all the top levels underneath them. These were all Obama's people, right? And in 2017, when Barack Obama had the dossier, right, and the Russiagate story stamped with the government's official seal of approval, with John Brennan's 2017 intelligence community assessment, that was Barack Obama's way of driving the United States against each other, right? Who would do such a thing to leave on his successor, right? Not just a campaign dirty trick, not just saying his successor was a rat fink, and of course no other presidents have done anything like that, but to leave an information operation, information warfare, to stamp it with a government seal of approval that in fact Trump's presidency was illegitimate because he'd been helped by Putin. Trump's supporters were illegitimate because they voted for a traitor, right? And in effect, to drive the country against each other, to drive the country into madness. That was Barack Obama. Barack Obama did that, and there's nothing hidden about it. It's just you and me and normal Americans who are saying that this can't possibly really have happened. A president of the United States cannot intentionally have designed to drive the country into a third world dungeon by stamping an information operation like this, like Russiagate, with the government seal of approval. That's what happened. And I think, Jesse, I think that you're probably optimistic too. As an American, you're optimistic about our future in lots of ways. Things are bad now, but we're Americans. We play hard. We're resilient and resourceful. I'm fully optimistic, but to get there, we have to understand what the story is. It might be convenient at different times to talk about the deep state, but the people who are calling the shots aren't the unelected bureaucrats. There are real people with real power on top of this. And it's not just the money people, too, like George Soros or Bill Gates. There are political figures, and they want it known they're there. That's why Barack Obama has stayed in Washington, D.C., the first president since Woodrow Wilson stayed in Washington, D.C. And Wilson couldn't leave because he had a stroke. He couldn't move. There's a reason that Barack Obama has decided to stay in Washington, D.C., and that's because he's calling the shots. And all we have to do is listen to what he's saying and to listen to what people around him are saying, because he sticks his hand up often enough to say, this is me right here. I'm doing it. Last week, before Donald Trump arraigned on those January 6 charges, Obama leaked a story to the Washington Post about how he had lunch with Biden in the middle of June, and in which he claimed, I'll do anything in my power to help Joe Biden defeat Donald Trump. The way I read that was as a not very secret message that Barack Obama is running the show. And this is what he does every once in a while. He lets his, not half of America, not all Democratic voters, but the people who are firmly within Obama's faction, he lets them know that he's there, he's running the show. So that's what I think is going on. And to come back to Biden, I don't think Joe Biden's going anywhere in 2024, assuming he survives it, right? He's clearly not doing well. Assuming he survives it, he's the candidate. Much worse for the country.
Yeah. I have great news. If you enjoyed that, I have a YouTube channel you can subscribe to. Whatever I do, it'll be right there on YouTube. So go subscribe today.